gentlemen, good evening, good night, good morning, and good afternoon. Live here at Lovejoy High School, Jonesboro Cardinals versus the Woodland Wolfpacks. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Got Adam Collins on the scoreboard, Craig Chapman on the statistician board. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Oh, I'm great, man.
There's some energy flowing. I can see it. You might need a fizzy to get us through this, man. You're not out in the rain, man. Usually we're doing football, man. We could be out in the cold in the rain right now.
Okay, you're right. You're
All
right.
Do not even mention that.
All right, man. So they click the heels together, have a little fun, get excited here. We're number 7 versus number 8. Woodland Wolfpacks are number 8. The Jonesboro Cardinals number 7. Woodland's in the red, Jonesboro's in the white. A chance to go to the Elite 8 on the line here. Henry County versus Clayton County live at Lovejoy High School. Glad to have you with us here tonight. NFSH Network in full effect. And let's get started with the tip. If you only hear my voice and we got 2 other guys on the mic, it's because they're running the scoreboard and doing the stats to give us numbers when they need to. Now, I've had an opportunity to look a little bit at Woodland, but not too much. We did get a scouting report, so we'll have a chance to kind of give our insight of what's going on with the Wolfpack. As for Jonesboro, they're simply on an 18-game winning streak. That's pretty much it at this point. We have our numbers. We know who they are. We know who the leading scorer of the team is. Overall, it's led by Coach Melman, Dan Melman, that is. The 2019 has been very nice. I think it's a 16-game winning streak, but I'm not necessarily sure. They all got a blur once the bell rang in for 2019. They're all kind of feeling where they're going at this point. First basket in the basket for Dakota, number 3. He is our leading scorer, 14.3 in the average point. We will talk a little bit about Jonesboro here in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, we will venture in and talk a little bit about the Woodland Wolfpack.
Looks like they're following the scouting report and backing off at 20 right here, Bo.
Yeah, let him shoot anywhere he wants to. If we were looking at his stats on number 20, he's 33% from the free throw line. So if he's shooting 33% from the free throw line, good steal from Robinson. Well, let's go the other way. And the first foul of the night. And the question of the day will be, will my man producing and hit the instant replay button? We'll see. And will he be late and have that look at my face of, hey, what are we late for? Robinson goes to the line. He's a 55% free throw shooter. He's averaging 5.4 a game, 1.8 on the assist, and 2.3 from the rebound. Robinson is a junior here at Lovejoy. He's definitely come on strong as my Carl Brown Honorary Award member. Likes to play a little defense and do a high floater on the back of the boards. Quick 3 points here for the Cardinals. Good spin, good dish inside, and we got another foul. Hey, look at that replay we saw right there. Great job. Good job on the foul. Rah, rah, kick him in the knee. I like it. Here we go with the replays. Going to the line. From the Wolfpack perspective, they shoot about 62% from the free throw line. Number 25, Whitehead, he's a senior. He shoots 60%. So, honestly, he should make this shot.
Yeah.
He's played in all 26 games so far.
There you go.
They have a total of 8 players that play for the Woodland Wolfpacks on all 26 games. I always like looking to see where does everybody get in, how's everybody play. He goes to the bench, meaning Coach King goes to the bench. They're 24-5, 12-2 overall in the region. Their losses are the Eagles Landing in the region. They're the number 2 seed. Like I said, we'll talk about Woodland later, just to give us some information. 3-1 here, and here we go. Deep 3, off the mark. Holland with the rebound. Dishes from Ellerby. Back over to look like Bryce. Bryce will go to the line to shoot 2. And we talk about, you joked, we just finished working a girls game here, Lovejoy versus Grovetown, and I think a total of 7 fouls were called the whole game.
Yep.
And 5:45 on the clock, and we've already had 3 fouls called. 2 against Woodland, 1 against Jonesboro. And my brain's got to process from not saying Lovejoy, man. I've got to pause for a second to make sure I don't shout that out loud. As you can see, Bryce is nice on the line, 65% free throw shooter. He leads the team in rebounds. He was able to go 1 for 2 right there. And away we go. Number 20, he put a lot of people's words. They let him step back, and he made a shot. Great job on number 20's perspective. Fussell, Fussell. He's a junior and a guard for the Wolfpack. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing that information. Here's a little stuff about Jonesboro. They're averaging roughly about 59 points a game. They're shooting from the field about 45%, 33% from the three-point line. We'll see the stats all night concerning all of them. Out of bounds. Glad they didn't call a foul there. If we have time at halftime, we will talk to Coach Melman. Go down there and have an opportunity to talk with him when he comes back after half. It really depends on how the score is, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little scared to talk to them if they're down. Dakota went for the steal, unsuccessful. Good rebound from Ellerby. Let's take it the other way. Now, Coach Collins, 2 different worlds. We just saw a women's game that was fast-paced, but this is a different type of fast-paced.
It is.
This is one of those ones that you get yourself caught watching the game if you're not careful.
I've been watching Jonesboro teams for a while.
I know you have. What year did you teach there, Coach?
Oh, geez, man, I don't even remember.
Come on, man, let me age you a little bit. Let me age you.
Okay.
Early 2000s, though.
Yeah.
About 2005 to 2000.
No, it was 2003 through 2008.
Okay.
So you taught at Jonesboro for, what, 5 years?
Yep.
God bless you.
All right, 6-3, 4 minutes on the clock. About halfway through here in the first quarter, and feels like we've ran half a marathon so far.
I know.
Definitely a good rebound. Oh, almost.
Wow.
Good effort, good hustle, good turnover. Let's go the other way. He tried to literally throw that ball on a rope, and it got knocked off the rope very quickly. Back the other way. 23 dishes it off to 25. Whitehead with the dunk. I'd like to know my height on Whitehead, because he just did a very easy slam from the goal right there. Robinson takes it up. It's 6-5, 3:37 remaining here in the first quarter. Sweet 16 action. The host gym is Lovejoy High School, hosting 2 red and white teams. That would be unheard of back in the day. Getting run on a little bit. They take their first lead of the game, meaning Woodland takes their first lead of 7-6. Bryce out to Ellerby. In and out. Out of bounds should be Jonesboro basketball. We got Quinn Thomas coming in, Robinson going out. Looks like Walker's going to come in as well. Walker's going to tell Dakota to take a breather. 2 in and 2 out. It's like changing tires in NASCAR. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. That's my Daytona 500 reference and the Speedway reference for the week. Off the mark, Holland with the rebound, gets his own rebound, which I'm all appreciative. Walker with the deep 3, comes in the game off the mark. Ellerby's able to get the rebound. We got 2 second chance points right now. I like it. Everybody's trying to deep floater, way off the mark. Didn't use the back of the board. Airballed that nice layup. And up the ball we go. Slash up the court. Out of bounds. Should be Woodland's ball with 2:35 remaining. Between the first and second quarter, the band's going to play. So any talking that we're going to do, it's going to definitely take place during the game itself. So if you throw something up on the board, let me know. just nudge me because I'm not looking. I'm watching the game myself because it's moving so fast. Spot up Jay off the mark. Walker almost got caught with a travel. Good push with Quinn. He's able to find the backboard. Good fast pace points right there. You know, the one thing that I'll talk about both of these teams, this region 3 for Jonesboro. Turnover, quick turnover, over and back they called. 3-1 overall in this region. Fayette County got a victory. Starrs Mill got the victory. Whitewater was the only one to get the loss, and they just lost 46-52 to a number 1 seed, Wayne County.
Wow.
Says a lot about this region, and we're going to see a little bit of that with the Woodland Wolfpack as well. They went 3-1 in their region as well, and we'll talk a little bit about that to foreshadow it. And if I get a chance, I'll talk about all the regions because I was able to throw those numbers up, but we won't do that anytime soon. But 8-7. This is a marathon, not a sprint, but I feel like I'm sprinting right now. Deep three from Quinn. For those people that don't know Quinn Thomas, he is my three-point shooter, 170 attempts this year from the three-point line. Got to like that overall. Field goal line percentage, he might be just shooting 35%, but 32 of it is from the three-point line.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. 11-7. They answer back with their jumper of their own. I tell you one thing, I need somebody to get their hand in the face on Whitehead. He is definitely enjoying some points here early in the first quarter. How many points he got so far, Coach?
5.
5. 5 out of the 9. He's leading over half. That was what we called an indicator, one might say. Around the river bend they go, down to Pocahontas and Sacagawea. Great job. Not able to finish it. He got carried away with the dribble. 11-9, under 1 minute remaining. The band will be playing at the end of the quarter, so we'll let the band enjoy some noise. The Jonesboro Pep Band does a great job. First round, Jonesboro defeated Ware County 92-48, and it wasn't even that close. It wasn't even that close. They called off the Dogs halfway through the third quarter. We might have seen a century put on them. Going to call a 5-second, what did they call? Foul?
Oh, foul on 11.
Okay. Or reach in. He got that ball way up high, I wasn't sure. Roughly about 42 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Sweet 16 action live here at Lovejoy High School and FSH Network. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Good packed gymnasium. A lot more people showed up, which I like to see. Compared to, I didn't expect a lot of people to show up for Grovetown. They were coming from Augusta. I hope they chimed in, was able to watch a little bit on the NFSH Network.
That's a great pass.
Wonderful. Teamwork makes the dream work. Walker to Holland. I love when I look over at my producer and he's just shaking his head. It's like, yeah, I'm not even going to make a comment on that. He saw nothing but blurriness.
It's been impressive. Both these teams have played the first quarter, pretty good pace, but it's been pretty clean as well.
All right. That's the end of the first quarter. Jonesboro 13, Woodland 9. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Take it away, band. All right, gentlemen. Coach Chapman, talk to me a little bit about stats if you can.
Early stat thing, 2 unforced turnovers for Woodland. They had 5 in the first period. Jonesboro only had 2. And neither team's really tearing it up from outside, but pretty good inside the three-point arc.
All right. Hopefully we'll be able to give a little bit more as time goes on, kind of see what's weighing them left and right. It's 13-9. We'll chime in a little bit about what the outcome of the Southwest DeKalb Carrollton game is here shortly. Quick turnover, dishes it out. I would say number 25, Whitehead, has to be at least 6'7".
Looks like it.
He's a big guy.
Yes, he is. I'm seeing him from up here, and I almost feel like I can touch his head. And I'm on top of the gymnasium. From a three-point perspective, Woodland is shooting right at 23%.
For the season?
Yeah, for the season, 23% from a three-point perspective.
I think it would appear from looking at them right here that a lot of their game depends on 20's quickness. They run a flex cut, so it's going to keep him open. But just as we say that,
he downs the three. Gets it into 13-12. You know, from an average, they average 67 points. They're a running, gunning type team. They're moving it. I mean, the first thing comes to my mind is Jonesboro doesn't want to get into that motion. Right now, they have to be happy a little. It felt like it was a walk all over the place, but okay. Out of bounds. Trying to figure out. And now, to me, Whitehead's out of the game. So, to me, at this point, we're a little bit on equal playing ground to a point. Let's go ahead and work ourselves inside.
And there it is. Right there. You ask for it, you get it.
All right, Bryce going back to the line, see what he has. What does Bryce have so far?
He's 1 of 2 from the line. That's it.
Point-wise, he's only got 1 point so far.
He's got 3 points
3
now.
points because he made the basket. All right, great. Turnovers overall-wise, where are we at turnovers?
Jonesboro has 4 right now. Woodland has 7.
And to me, that's something that I really look at is once you get over that 20-point mark in the turnover, that's a game changer in many ways. He misses the and one opportunity. 4 team fouls for Woodland, 1 for Jonesboro.
That's a walk.
Look at you, Coach Chapman. Calm down there, basketball coach. Got excited. All right, little things about Region 4. That's where Woodland came from. That's the Henry County and add on to Jones County. Number 1, Eagles Landing advanced, beating Bainbridge. Number 3, Dutchtown surprised Veterans, who was the number 2 seed. And Union Grove did their best against Warner Robins. They lost 34-56, but that says a lot in that sense. So these 2 regions come in at 3-1 from the first round of the state playoffs. So you've got 6 teams all representing right now. I'm kind of curious to see what the outcome is when I look at the scores tonight in front of the computer. Quick steal going the other way. Should be a foul. It is a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Chris is trying to figure out, could that really be on me? And the answer is yes. (15-12), 4 and 2 across the board. 22 is Derek Atkins. He's shooting 59% from the free throw line. He's also played in all 26 games, so he's what we call a player here for the Wolfpack. In the third quarter, we'll talk a little bit about the brackets and how they lay out. We won't try to get ahead of ourselves too quick.
Coach, did he make both of those?
Yes, he did. It was 15-12, now it's 15-14. Did you zone out there, Coach?
I was down tallying stuff up.
Okay, shame on you.
I know, it's my bad. That's the second foul on Dakota.
And just like that, they're going to get him out. Bring in Ellerby. Something we're going to have to think about looking at from a foul perspective.
Jonesboro only goes 7 deep, so.
Right. I mean, you got Lewis Manuel, and he hasn't shown up yet in the game. He's going to call a walk. That'll be one thing, getting his pivot foot set. 15-14. This is going to be a game.
That's the 5th turnover on 20.
Okay. Meaning he loves to get his hands in there, correct?
Well, I'm just saying he's turned it over 5 times.
Okay.
And he's a point guard. You don't want your point guard turning it over 5 times in a quarter in 3 minutes.
No, I understand.
Whoa.
Almost a little bit to the outside on Bryce. To Quinn. Robinson loves driving in. Threw it up. And usually those balls go in. He likes to hit those high floaters. Robinson will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think that's the 2nd foul on 23.
They do. We got whoever's running the board up top, their coach. They're calling, at least they're keeping the fouls this point. So that is the 2nd foul on 23 for Curtis Perdue, who is a senior and a captain. He is a 3-point aficionado for the Wolfpack. So I'd love to see him get it. He's one of the leading scorers, too. He's hitting 13.3 a game. I love to see him getting some foul trouble, to be honest with you. Walker, away from outside, off the mark. Whitehead, I think he just literally went on his tiptoes to get that ball. Woodland's first round victory was over Harris County in a close one, 68-63. It was a 2 versus 3 seed. So there's nothing telling on that part. We could be seeing Harris County play tonight. Certain things would have went different. So if we have, go ahead, throw up the, there we go. You're on the same page. Look at you, me and you thinking alike. So right here, you see the brackets. Some people call it a map. I call it a bracket. Bottom left bracket is where Woodland and Jonesboro have. They're going to be playing the winner of Carrollton versus Southwest DeKalb. And I always look to see who they might possibly play at Columbus State University, and that's going to probably be Buford, if I'm a guesser. I'd love to see Villa Rica upset them. I'd love to see Dutchtown upset Wayne County. I'm all about the underdogs, except here tonight. I'd like to see the 1 beat the 2. Back to action we go. Great job thinking alike right there. Give a high five on that one. We all thinking the same. Hopefully we'll have a chance to give you some updates on the score. The Lady Panthers destroyed their opponent tonight.
Setting up the head-to-head combat.
Well, they are. It looks like definitely a possibility of a Lady Wildcats versus Lady Panthers. Right now, it was 59-7 over Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill all the way from Augusta.
Did you say 59-7?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, they play what we call, they've got some good defense as it is. They got 2 6-footers that just love playing defense and do not let you get a shot off.
I think Jonesboro took heed to your warning and not to get in an up and down game. They're doing a good job.
Oh, they're slowing it down. It's a total. To tell me that we're in the 2nd quarter right now, deep 3, great job from Brandon. I don't like you to call me, but I'm not a walker. I like it. Let's add 3 more points, 19-16. And the coach is going to call a timeout for Woodland. Love to see our pep band. They seem very quiet tonight. I need some more energy. They got what's that?
Probably been told not to play during the action, So
they probably did. Yeah, even during the timeout when everybody's trying to talk. Yep. Yeah, good call, good call. I was wondering about that. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to figure out because normally that's when they play and I can't talk during that time period.
It's a little bit different. Their pep band's a little bit different than our pep band. When I played basketball here, we had all the guys.
It was a pure instrument. It was a pure marching band out there, man. So I'm appreciative of that on that part. You always get a chance. We'll give the best we can updates-wise. Next week, depending on the outcome of everything, I can't tell you. My guess is we're going to be at Southwest DeKalb. I'd love to see Carrollton upset them, but other than that, we probably play next Wednesday if we get out of here tonight with a victory, meaning the Jonesboro Cardinals. Back into play we go. Jumper, good for number 30. That would be, I'm not going there. Wilberg. So, Coach Collins, any thoughts real quick? Walker with another spot up 3. That's getting him 2. This is when, if I had my graphic, I put some flames going underneath his feet.
He's got to hit one more.
Okay, because then he's on fire, Mr. NBA Jams.
It's fuego.
Yeah.
Right now he's heating up.
He's heating up. I worked on my green screens, and they just didn't want to do what I needed to do, so I'll go back to the drawing board on that. Out of bounds.
Really nice weak side defense right there by Jonesboro.
I love that Robinson and Whitehead are going toe-to-toe with that. As good all by itself. I'm appreciative of that, hands down. Throws it way out, reset it up top, and here we go. Drives to the line and gets it. And to say that this is a senior-laden team is an understatement for Woodland. They have 6 seniors. There's 5 of them that have played in all 26 games.
It's pretty important.
I mean, so this is their year. Not to put anything from Jonesboro's perspective, but you got to think in the back of their deep 3 from Quinn. Fell in Deshaun's hands, able to get the rebound, kick it back to 24-20. That's a nice little gift in the Easter basket right there.
Jonesboro switching in and out of defenses right here.
Reset, they go. We're right at 2 minutes. It has been a very fast first half. Great. Oh, that was pretty. I'm talking, not only did he break through 2 defenders, but he hit that ball high up on the back of the board and let it flow back in. It was nice to see it from this direction.
Yeah, that was a nice kiss off the glass.
Yes,
right
it
there.
was.
And I'm going to sit here and make sure that I say that I'm sure he planned it that way.
Robinson almost turned the ball over and did turn it over. 22-24, 90 seconds remaining. Oh, I tell you, the first one wasn't a foul. The second one was. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, when you hear bones hitting the floor, that's
elbows.
That did not sound
I'll
good.
tell you, Coach, I was watching something the other day, got caught up in it. It was the trampoline basketball. Do you remember that a long time ago where you could jump off and do things? It was amazing. It was called slam. It might have been called slam basketball.
Slam ball or something.
Dwayne Chester on the line. He's averaging assist-wise, team 5 and steals at 2. Makes both of them. It's a tie ball game here. 1:35 on the clock. This is going to be one heck of a game. And it already is, but I know that I don't get excited until the fourth quarter. NFSH Network, maybe. NFHSH. No, turnover again. Reach in foul. Chris. But if we play our cards right, nobody will get in the bonus here. They're going to call it on Robinson, his first. Bryce coming in, Holland going out.
Jonesboro had done a really good job of protecting the ball until this quarter.
And to me, it's one of those, I like to believe. How many turnovers we got so far in this quarter?
In this quarter, they had 2 at the start of this quarter.
And they take the lead right now, meaning Woodland does with 1 minute and some change. And how many turnovers right now do they have?
So they have 7 in this quarter.
Okay. So in many ways, reach in foul.
Next foul puts Jonesboro in the bonus.
And we'll wonder if we'll get there here with 55 seconds remaining.
See how long Jonesboro holds this thing right here.
They probably will look, if they can get it inside, they will. Whitehead being out of the game seems like an indicator to get it into Bryce.
Just see if they're going to run up to the last minute because it was at 55 seconds.
Well, I mean, our leading scorer right now has got to be the Walker, correct? Is he leading scores for Jonesboro?
It's pretty close. There's a couple guys at six
and 7. I mean, it's an all-around effort right now when you talk about 24 points on the board. And Woodland's not even going to contest it. They're going to let them play for the final shot. This is not something we've been very successful with throughout the whole 2018-2019 season. Oh, got a double dribble. One of my favorite Nintendo games back in the day. I like me some double dribble. 5.9 on the clock. We will take a break here at halftime with 10 minutes on the clock. They're going to shoot for the final shot. Robinson, Quinn, wide open 3, off the mark. Been a nice way to do it, but I like them being down by 2 right now. I want to see what they're going to do. I'm Bowman Michael. This is Score Sports. Glad to have you with us. Got Adam and Craig. Got the whole Score Sports family out here. NFSH Network being brought to you. Sweet 16 matchup. We'll take a timeout. 10 minutes on the clock. Sit back and enjoy. We'll be right back. Hey, Coach, how you doing, man? All right, let's move you over here so we can get in the picture. All right, Coach. Make sure they can see you. All right, had the first half. Oh, that was loud, and then everything stopped. We good? Everything's good? All right, got a thumbs up. Your thoughts of the first half?
Passive. Not playing like we want to win.
They run a very fast pace. They average about 70 points a game. Y'all average roughly about 58 points. Are you trying to slow down the pace a little bit?
No, not necessarily. But when you can't stop any defensively and get rebounds and push the ball in transition, and we can't score. And we're being so passive offensively when we're down there, like it's some kind of rocket science defense that they're playing. It was just a bad half. And, you know, the great thing is we played awful, and we're only down 2.
All right, down by 2. You got a big man that you got to defend in Whitehead. How are you going to stop him from not getting the ball here in the second half?
Well, if you look at it, the first half, he didn't really do anything to us. Their 2 best players, in my opinion, 23 and 25, the big kid, they didn't do anything. It was all the other guys. So the guys that are guarding those guys for us, they're not doing their job. So we got to just pick it up.
Coach, well, we look forward to it, man. Looking forward to the second half. Good luck, buddy. Hey, say hello to your sister.
Hey, Diane, I love you.
All right, buddy, take care. All right, we'll head back up top, get ready for the second half. I'm Bo McMichael. Score Sports. ladies and gentlemen. Live back here at Lovejoy High School. Got Adam Collins, Craig Chapman, and Bo McMichael bringing Score Sports to you. Jonesboro basketball down by 2. We're able to talk to Coach Melman right before the start of the second half. He was not real happy about the aggressiveness that was the lack thereof, so we're going to see what happens here. And, you know, this comes down to all the kind of the most important things, and I'm watching myself on the interview right now. That's nice. I had a little delayed action. A little loose focus right there. I got to tell my filmer that we go from halfway up. I don't need to see my whole body. And my nice little orange shoes right there. All right. I'll move myself out as it is. I was determined on doing an interview from the court. And he got in. You talk about some hev. Oh, that was pretty.
Hello.
Yes. Hello is a good name. Is it me you're looking for? All right.
Whoever he was looking for, he found.
I'm telling you, he got that ball in right over top of him. How you doing? Yes, sir.
It's funny that Woodland is a pace pusher, but they've kind of fallen into the trap that Jonesboro is setting right here.
Well, they are trying to slow it down, like you said, Coach. You know. But what the thing that Coach Melman stated that, if I'm not mistaken, you got the stats. Was it mostly other people other than their main?
25 was the leading scorers. He had 7.
Okay.
But he's right. He got a lot of stuff off of their stuff.
Right. And everybody's in the pack with Jonesboro right now with scores.
Yep.
Out to Ellerby. Ellerby's looking for his shot. He's going to say, yes, that is my shot. I'm going to make the 3 and give it to him. 29-26. Very glad to have everybody with us here tonight. We will broadcast this back on to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Love to have as many subscribers. Got any questions, you can tweet us out at ScoreSports58. The winner will play the winner of Southwest and Carrollton. We'll try to get a score for you here shortly. See if we have anybody on that part.
Jonesboro's already played Southwest Camp this year, correct?
They did. It was a heck of a game. It was before they got on their winning streak. They lost to them in overtime, and that was after they took a thumping to Westlake the game before. And it was nice to see that turnaround, and I started seeing some things in that overtime. Going to call a foul on Jonesboro. Chris looks like his second, maybe his third. Is that his second or third there, Coach?
I think it's his second.
Okay.
No, it's his third.
Yeah, Walker's coming in to get him out. That's what I thought it was his third. Well, the winner will play the winner of the Carrollton Southwest DeKalb winner. So, and it kind of opens up, you know, the big bracket is afterwards of who they play even after that. Next week is a push. They're going to have 2 games where they've only had 1 game the past 2 weeks, or each week. Another foul. That's 2, looks like 3 team fouls on Jonesboro early. Nope, they're going to call this one on Woodland.
Yeah, that guy
So number 11.
slapped number 12.
The audacity of him. Here we go, going the other way. Walker into Dakota.
Something to keep an eye on is the free throws. At half, Woodland had only missed 1 free throw. They were 5 of 6. Jonesboro was 3 of 7.
And normally we don't see that from a percentage perspective. Another turnover. In the basket we go. At least it wasn't an and one. It's a tie ball game. Nope. Jonesboro still ahead by 1. Sorry for that. 28-29. Up the boards we go. Bryce. Back of the rim. Another missed chance right there. Great effort. Possibly Coach Melman's going to give a TO here in a minute. Get their brains settled. Some ill-advised turnovers and some really poor shots. Not that that's not Bryce's shot from up top. A lot of times it's not. Oh, goodness. Finally. Got a timeout. Waiting to go ahead and get the lead. 4:47 remaining. It's 31-30. Here in the third.
Timeout.
Yes, Jonesboro timeout. So
they weren't lying when they talked about 20 being a thief. He's got about 4 steals tonight.
And he can definitely get in there and get that part. I mean, total turnover from the first half. What do we got there, Coach Chapman?
Jonesboro had 9 in the first half, and I believe Woodland had 8. It's right there, I think.
I'll look at it here. Yeah, they had a total of 9. Woodland had 9. Jonesboro had 9.
So right now, there's been 1 turnover in the second half. So, Jonesboro's got 10, Woodland's got 9.
I mean, they just got to take care of the ball. It's that simple. Take care of the ball, you win.
You do, but it goes. But you also got. I know you believe take care of the balls also means put the ball in the basket. I mean, it's a point of.
But you want to be taking high percentage shots, and
right?
You can't just turn the ball over because you got trapped.
No,
and turning it over with them running.
Yes.
If it's a dead ball turnover and you can set your defense, that's a little bit different.
Here we go. Taking it from underneath the goal.
Jonesboro extends for one of the first times today.
A little press. They're going to get a reach-in foul. That's Dakota's 3. That's ill-advised. They're going to have to get him out. He's not happy about that. Even Coach Melvin said what we call a not-so-nice word. That's Dakota's 3rd. Don't want to see that. It is 5 fouls and you're out, correct, in the old ball game?
Yes, sir.
All right, just want to make sure in my brain it's not NBA rules where you go 6. This is when we start looking at fouls, especially you don't want to see teams. They went for great block by Walker. Great block indeed. I thought we were going to see another foul get called. Did not happen.
I'm not going to tell you that I didn't think it was a foul, but we'll give him the block.
Well, and Mr. Ref was right there, so
yep.
I'll go with Mr. Ref's call.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm Woodland, I'm going at 3.
Oh, yeah, I want Dakota to get another, and I felt like he walked.
He did. But he's going to tell you he got bumped, and he definitely walked.
Out of bounds.
Dadgummit.
And it's not because of the technology. Is that what you're saying? Or are you talking about because he turned it over?
I'm talking about turning the ball over.
I'm seeing over there watching you punch your iPad, wondering if that. Now, when he comes in there flying like that, we're not going to call a charge because nobody's got their feet set. And one thing that we're really good at is causing charges. Number 11 to go to the line to shoot 2. 11 is Mr. Mason. He shoots 61% from the line. He's also a senior for the Woodland Wolfpack.
It's 0 of 3 in the second half for Woodland.
And I like that they're trying to catch up with Jonesboro. We appreciate that there, Coach Chapman.
Tie ball game.
I think Jonesboro got away with one right there.
31-31. Oh, into Walker. Reverse layup. Great job from Walker.
Having a heck of a game.
So that's what I'm talking about. Move the ball around and communicate.
Well, this is going to be a fight. One thing that Jonesboro doesn't do well is with big men. I mean, and you can't defend a shot better than that. I mean, Quinn Thomas is right there the whole time, and the guy, number 22, steps up and says, okay, I'm going to make this shot.
It's been one of those things. There's been some really nice offensive plays.
Quinn's going to try to answer back. Robinson's not able to get the rebound. No, it's not called an inadvised foul. We're up 4-1 on the team foul category. No, we're not. We're down 4-1. My bad. He is definitely getting himself in there. Robinson's 3rd team foul. So we got 2 guards with 3 team fouls.
Yep.
With 3 minutes and some change here in the 3rd quarter. To me, it's a turning point.
He's got all 3 of them this quarter.
Yeah. It's definitely a concern that I'm seeing happen at this point. I'm surprised we didn't get an and one call right there.
Yep.
That would have been an easy foul to call. I'm glad they chose to hold back a little bit of that. Realized he was doing everything he could against the big man. Woodland takes their first strong lead of 2 points, 35-33. Not that this is a crucial basket, but I do believe trading baskets are important at this point. Out of bounds. Oh, I don't know if about that. I felt like that might have been Woodland's basketball. Not that I'm siding on the side of Woodland, but I'm down here looking at that. Seen it otherwise. Walker finally going to go to the line to shoot two.
A really nice move.
They're jumpers, man. They're going to be swatting. 35-33 Walker, a senior, took a little time off between the 2018 December and January period. He shoots 78% from the free throw line. He's come on strong over the past 6 games. If we were just to take his 6-game stats, we'd look him a little bit harder. We were looking at national, our ranking system next. When you get a chance, throw that up for our rankings. Great turnover. You're going to say he stepped on the line other way. 35-34, 2:35 remaining. The Cardinals are seeded 1. They ranked 7th, 35. And the state-wise, 951 national. And Wolfpack's 2-6-33. You couldn't ask for a more evenly matched 2 teams in quite a while. So it's nice to see this. I would thought we were going to get a lot of this with Fayette County in the matchup. And we played Fayette County the past 2 games, and it hasn't been this close. Going into the fourth quarter, I got to go keys to the game. What do you say you do in the fourth quarter, Coach Collins? Don't give me you just score and play your game. Are you going to have to limit your mistakes?
You got to D up, man.
Yeah. I mean, right now they're going to let them run the corners. 35-31, hey.
Well, my thought is I wonder how many really tight ball games Woodland has had to play. Because I know Jonesboro's been in a few.
We've been in a few. In 2018, 2019, we have. We were in a dogfight against the region. Coach King for Woodland, he is frustrated.
Yeah, he had a vision about what he wanted to run,
Right,
and nobody else had the same vision.
No. So he needed the timeout to get his vision straight, which is understandable. So I definitely grasp that. So this possibly will be our last telecast if we are able to advance to the Elite 8. And it's at Southwest DeKalb. It'll be a very small group, but I will go over there and do that. As you can see, we're waiting to find out the outcome. Any updates? My producer said nope, no updates on the Carrollton versus Southwest DeKalb. Southwest will be the one hosting because they won the coin toss for all lower brackets to get the home game. All right, minute 21 and counting. Jonesboro down by 1. They haven't been down more than 2 so far. It is a white knuckler, to say the least. I'm very glad we still got 8 minutes remaining after this to see if we can get ourselves together. It could be definitely a very intense game. 12 with the block shot. Are they going to call a foul?
Yep. On
12? Whitehead will go to the line to shoot 2. When we talk about Whitehead, he's a big man, but he shoots 60% from the free throw line.
He shouldn't be shooting.
No.
He just caught a pass. That's not a shot.
And that's what they're arguing about. Did he catch it or did he go for the shot?
There's no way that's a shot. He caught the ball, and he hasn't come down yet. This shouldn't be 2 shots.
But they're saying 2.
That is a terrible call.
Well, the nice thing is everybody's human.
Wait a minute, Coach Collins. Don't say anything.
No, I read something about saying bad things about the refs on the NFHS network. It's not allowed. I went through this whole bylaws of what we could. I'll let you say some bad things on Saturday if we do any semi-pro games, okay? All right.
I can live with that.
You can let it all out at that point, man. But they're very, very adamant about us being politically correct from we can play partial, meaning that root for our team, but
Yeah.
3-point lead here. Under 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. The one thing I don't want to see us do is the good old-fashioned panic.
Yep.
There's no need to. Great job. Reverse, switch the hands, left-handed layup, put in by Bryce Martin, senior number 12 for Jonesboro.
I got an interesting stat for you at the end of this.
They're going to blare the thing. Give it to us, man.
Well, I was
wait till the fourth quarter,
wait
man.
until the end.
They're going to get the band is already prepped. We're going to let the band play us out here in the fourth quarter and let us enjoy it a little bit. And give it to us when we come back out of the fourth quarter. That is what we call a tantalizing setup. He got some jets. Woo! Blocks it out. Nice way to end. 37-36. End of the third quarter. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen to the band. I'm Bowman Michael. This is Score Sports bringing you Jonesboro basketball, Sweet 16. Do. Baby Shark says it's the fourth quarter. Let's get ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Low-scoring game.
Low-scoring game. That is an understatement. 37-36, man.
There were more missed free throws in the third quarter than there were missed field goals.
Okay. How many overall missed field goal by Woodland?
They missed the last two shots. They got the block and the last shot. They were perfect from the field up into that.
Second chance points. That's the third one they weren't able to commit. Number 11's on the ground. They're going to take a moment. Twisted his ankle. But how many free throws were missed by Woodland in the third quarter?
3.
Okay, how many by Jonesboro?
1.
Okay. That definitely, I mean, you talk about a little span here. I mean, that's some points left out there.
It is.
You know.
Jonesboro has killed themselves at the free throw line.
Well,
all right.
And once again, go ahead.
Now I understand that he probably twisted his ankle pretty
he
good or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
Usually they let it go all the way through, and then once they score.
Yeah, I was wondering why that didn't happen.
You know, if all you got to do is fall down on the ground and stop play.
Yeah.
I mean.
Second chance points, not to their advantage, and then they're going to have to take it. They should be able to take it right up half court, to be honest with you. I wouldn't know why they did.
All this did was give Woodland a chance to set up the press.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, a lot of special effects. Sorry about that. Reach-in foul for number 14. They want to call a jump ball, but nope, not going to happen.
You normally can't get a jump ball when you tie up the guy's arm.
You tackled him.
Yes, you did.
I mean, you assaulted him from the rear.
I'm not going there. We're all staying focused. Okay? Can't take you, gentlemen, anywhere. Anywhere, I'll tell you. Get us back to arena football and women's football where we're belonging. Here we go.
That's a really nice move.
Not able to finish it off.
Good steal.
There you go.
He sets it back up. I'm fine with him setting it all the way back up.
I don't think Coach Melman is.
No, because he wants to get some points right there. Around the river bend we go. We got Dakota in the game with 3 fouls. Robinson's on the bench. Going to call a foul. That's the 4th team foul on Woodland. Jonesboro's 1 foul away from the bonus, which makes everything a little nerve-wracking going here in the 4th quarter.
But they've opened up the 4th quarter by getting 2 quick ones on Woodland, so it doesn't look as bad.
No, it doesn't. And you got to make your shots. You got to make your free throw shots. I mean, you got 68% free throw shooting, Deshaun Ellerby. You got to make your shots, senior. This one, we're going ahead and let's clear this out. Get it good. Tie ball game, 37-37. Coach Melvin's going to call a timeout. Looks like he's going to do a full. When you point to your shoulders, is that a full? Or
if you
30
do
seconds?
If you do that, that's a full.
Okay, he touches, so it's only a 30-second.
Yeah, I think we got 30
It's
right
only
here.
30-second, people. We're only here for 30. 30, I tell you. So.
Be interesting to see if Jonesboro changes their defense. You know, they've kind of switched in and out, run some man, run some zone. They tried to go full court press, but then they got a foul and their guards are fouled in a problem. So it'd be interesting to see what would happen if they extended the pressure.
All right, back into play. Tie ball game here. We're in the 4th quarter of this Sweet 16 matchup at Jonesboro High School. Woodland. Woodland's in the red, Jonesboro's in the white. Both teams carry the red and white colors. One's a Cardinal and one's a Wolfpack. Nice dribbling efforts by number 30.
He's giving them really good minutes off the bench.
He is. And you know, I don't think Whitehead knew where the ball was.
Oh, come on.
What are you calling? They're going to call a jump. Our ball. It's a jump ball, right?
Yes, that's jump ball.
Okay. For a second, you thought he was going to call a foul.
Well, he was going to call him. Okay, never mind.
Whitehead didn't know where he was. He didn't realize he was that close to the.
He got pinned by the backboard.
Yes, he did.
Very nice give and go right there.
You got to finish that. Go up strong. Good. Call the foul. How many's that on Whitehead? That's his second.
Second foul.
Coach King's not happy about that because the only thing big man can do is stand up, but as moment his hands go down at an angle, that's when they're going to call that foul.
Jonesboro's missed 10 shots from 4 feet in.
Chris Holland's not a great free throw shooter.
There you
but
go.
He drains the first one. He's a 50-50er, 50% from the line. He's a great contributor to the team. He just doesn't have it from a statistician perspective. It's very interesting to see how much Chris brings to the table. I'd love to see him drain both of them. He'd be my player of the game so far if he drained both of them right now. And back.
There you go.
All right. 39-37. I'm going to take a deep breath, get my asthma inhaler, and get ready to go.
Be interesting to see what goes.
Goodness. Good rebound from Ellerby. Back out to Holland. Got to be careful and not walk and get that ball across the court. Coach Collins, what do you think of the floor, by the way? It's a new gymnasium floor.
Looks good.
Yeah. Foul on Walker. Walker go to the line to shoot 2. This is going to be us getting us in the bonus right here.
I think they're going to give him that shot anyway.
I think they're trying to I don't want to use the word make up, but let's be even. That's why I almost felt like there was going to be a foul down there. Trying to, come on. For the people that normally hit great on a free throw perspective, they're not doing a good job now. Goodness. You're a 78% free throw shooter from the line. Make your shots.
There you go.
3-point lead for Jonesboro. 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
This is funny to me. It's like Jonesboro's playing a triangle in 2.
And he drains it. They're not going to go away by no means. It's going to come down to free throw shooting.
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness. I appreciate the oh no's. That was nice. Over to Chris, back out to Ellerby.
Like to see that ball rotated back to the other side. He had a wide open jumper on the wing over here.
Nobody seems to want to push it in. Everybody is very animated across the both sidelines. This is an opportunity to go to the Elite Eight, play the winner of Southwest DeKalb and Carrollton. Once again, I don't know if we're just doing this on purpose. Yep. 3-second violation. We don't call 3-second violations anymore. I thought that was out of the rule books, man.
It was either 3 seconds or a walk.
Yeah. Full timeout.
Woodland.
Why didn't he take that to the basket?
I think Coach is going to have that conversation. I saw a couple of reactions over there where he thought they had a chance for a layup, and then I think they were a little too unselfish there.
Well, to me, 4:52 on the clock. From a shooting perspective, the only person that's shooting for them right now is Dakota, and it's Dakota playing the portion of, I don't know if I want to be able to. I'm worried about the ball. You know, that's probably the biggest thing to come into play. Are they worried about getting a foul, making his fourth foul, or not at this point?
Well, I got some news. It's 4:52. You can't worry about it now.
No, not at this point. You play it out. Let's get going.
You got 2 fouls left with under 5 minutes to go. It's time to start playing.
Yep, hands down. I got to make sure I mark him what his headphones are, so if I want to cut his headphones, I can. So, trying to. So I had this board right in front of me, trying to make sure I do that. Mister, I got the whole family sick. If you get us sick, man, that's going to be rough.
No,
I know you were just dying to get out of the house because everybody was sick. I understand that. You're like, I'll find a way to get to the game. Some way, somehow.
I'll jog there.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you gentlemen coming out.
Here it is, triangle at 2.
All right, clocks are running. Block shot from Dakota, reset. Almost a turnover. That's something that neither team is doing right now. The only turnover is occurring on the rebound side of the ball. Something that Jonesboro is really good at, able to make people turn over themselves and cause their own mental mistakes. They really weren't able to do that in this game tonight.
Right, now it's back to straight man.
And here we go. This is a hard thing to sit and watch, man, because you're just like, hey, let's go after him. Good shot. He got the roll. When you can bank it off and get that roll twice, that's good to do. And they're able to break the press pretty quick. No foul?
Nope.
All right, all ball. Let's reset it, start again. 2 new players for Woodland.
Here comes the big boys.
Yep. Start this again. I won't be surprised if we see an overtime. I haven't seen an overtime. I don't necessarily want to call it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Go up. Nobody was looking for it. Great job. Good play. Good play indeed. 42-41. 3:48 remaining. Coach Collins, you're doing an excellent job with scoring and talking at the same time. I just won't give you any gum. That's all I won't do.
This is we talked about both teams, Jonesboro averaging 59. And
we're more close. I mean, the region tournament, Craig, it was crazy. We just couldn't score. We started breaking it up a little bit against Fayette County. And I will say this.
That was really good defense until he walked.
Yeah. But, I mean, we did score 92 points against Ware, but Ware gave us probably half of those, in all honesty.
How do you call that?
Well, you feel like he's throwing something up no matter what. So,
but he fell down.
I know. It is what in the NBA world we call is flopping.
I mean, that looked like some pro soccer stuff.
Yeah. Somebody going to run out there with a gurney, knock him out in the middle of trying to pick him up from the gurney. All right. Well, we'll have an idea of what's going to happen next and where we'll play next Wednesday. Make sure you check in on the GHSA website, check in on Score Sports 58 on Twitter if you can. We'll give an idea of where that game's going to be next week. We hope we're able to get out a victory. If not, Woodland will be taking the winner. trying to be not necessarily a naysayer, but it's 43-42 with 3 and some change. This is going to be a close one. At least I brought you gentlemen out to a good game.
Yeah, half-court press right here.
It is a good one.
Yeah. Just got to do your best with what you got.
Nice job.
Oh, yeah.
Knock it down.
Inside, Walker got to find a shot, able to throw it out. Ellerby better make it. And give him 3. Let's count it. I like doing this number. This makes me feel good. I like it. Yeah, right there. Hey, at the next timeout, hopefully one of the cameraman will motion over here and we'll give a little shout out to the crew. I wonder if I'm going to get a hold of Robert to let him do that. We'll see if that happens.
This is really great defense by Jonesboro.
Great effort. It's hard to stop that.
Just bigger and taller.
It is. I mean, it's 45-45. Here, 2 minutes and some change. It's going down to the final minutes. I'm glad we can bring it to you on NFSH Network. Courtesy of GHSA basketball. Ill-advised turnover. No fouls. Basket's good. And here we go. I don't know if I want Chris bringing the ball up, but okay. All right, that's an issue. Down by 2, 90 seconds to go. The odds definitely not sitting in our favor right now. Needed to make that basket. Wouldn't count us out at this point. They're going to call timeout.
Their coach is going to call timeout because I don't think they realized that they could just hold it.
A little frustration building across the board. 1:17 on the clock. Glad you could be with us here. If this is our final telecast, it's been a wonderful 2019. We appreciate all our sponsors here with Jonesboro basketball. It's been a great, when you have to play all your games on the road and you don't get a home gymnasium in the playoffs or anywhere else, regular season, we've been at Clayton State. We've done a great turnaround if we do end out and lose tonight. If we don't, then great, we get to play the next week. But it says a lot of effort-wise for this young group of kids. You do have some seniors on the squad. Deshaun Ellerby, Dakota Few, Bryce Martin, Demondre Scandrick, Lewis Manuel, and Brandon Walker. So it's going to be a good reset next year with the new gymnasium. Looking forward to bringing that to you here with Score Sports.
So both sides are in a bonus.
And you're going to have to foul.
I would think so.
All right, and if you're Walker, you're the one that's fouling. You got one foul. He tried to bait him.
I'm fouling 20. Did you say he was a 30% free throw
yes.
shooter?
How's that not a foul? But anyways, I'm working through that. He threw his shoulder into it. Number 11 will go to the line. He shoots 61%. He's a senior. Mr. Mason should be able to put at least some points ahead here.
He's 3 of 4 this half.
Well, the odds shall ever be in his favor there, Hunger Games. And we'll see what happens. First one up. He makes the first one, increases it to a 4-point lead. Increases to a 3-point lead. I'm sorry. I appreciate you giving me the old 3 on that part. Off the mark, got a rebound. Now in this situation, I don't want to play, let's shoot a 3-pointer. Stripped out, going back the other way. Now Jonesboro basketball. We'll reset from underneath. I'm not a fan. Until the guy makes the 3-pointer, I'm not a fan of it.
Take what they give you?
Yes, let's get a 2-pointer and go. Goodness gracious, off the mark. That one hurts. And that should be about it, ladies and gentlemen. Numbers-wise says we're going to foul, and we're going to see what happens. But we're having a hard time even fouling. They're going to call timeout. Down by 3, 43 seconds to go. They're going to work on a plan Woodland-wise, while Jonesboro's going to try to figure out who to foul. And hopefully they understand number 20 is the team to foul. We do appreciate everybody being with us here with NFSH Network. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Score Sports. Got Adam and Craig and Bo on the call with a host of Score Sports family. We got Chris McBride on the floor camera. We got Nate Robinson on the gold camera. We got Robert Reed on the main up high. And he's been able to be on his tiptoes the whole game to get us that high. And we got Joey producing with the video, and we got the producer of the titles and the graphics thrown up there by Jennifer Colbert. Glad to have you with us here, a whole group of people here tonight to bring you a very well played game. I'm glad we're seeing a good game. As much as I hate seeing any outcome as a negative one, I'm glad it's a good game nonetheless.
If you can get them to throw this ball in the back court right here.
Oh, anything can happen, man, at this point. 48, 45, 43 seconds on the clock. Nobody's really left the gymnasium. You got people waiting up top trying to figure out what's going to happen, what's necessarily the outcome. Two lady teams have already advanced, Forest Park and Lovejoy. Quick foul from Chris. Number 23, Curtis Perdue, is 69. He's the leading scorer. He should at least make 2 out of 1, possibly 2 out of 2, and then you're going to be rushing. You're going to be moving up there very fast to get you 2 points. What you smiling at there, Coach? Makes the first one. Now it's a 4-point lead, 49-45. Now you got me curious of why you were giggling. Did I say something off the
two out of one?
Oh, 2 out of 1. Hey, that's why I'm not the basketball player. I usually run behind the scenes. I got 2 people calling and they're like, hey, what did he say? Hey, yeah, that's 7 points in the football world. Let's go. It'd be nice if he missed this one, but nope. He made it where it count. 50-point lead, 50-45, 5-point lead. Clocks are running. Don't want to take an ill-advised shot. We just haven't made anything the second half. We call timeout.
Jonesboro timeout.
Good. Jonesboro timeout. Well, we do appreciate everybody with us tonight. Glad, thank you, Craig and Adam, for joining me.
Oh, you bet, man.
Been a pleasure.
Y'all are out on winter break. It's not like you got school tomorrow.
It's true.
Just baseball practice.
Just baseball practice in the cold and the rain.
Yep.
It's good times.
And a week from today, I will be over here playing.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Nice. We April 6th, April 7th, we have baseball to broadcast. So up in Alpharetta, Sunday long tournament. So we're just going to have you just start yelling out, Blue, what are you doing? So
I'll do a lot of that.
I know.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it will be. It'll be entertaining. I won't be talking in that one. I'll let both of y'all kind of commentate.
That'll be the end of spring break.
It will on the 6th and the 7th. Yeah. We got definitely a busy March and April, to say the least, from a broadcasting perspective. We have a basketball event over in Mays that Clayton County and APS do an all-star game. We'll be broadcasting that. It's March 16th on a Saturday out of Mays. It'll be a nice long day, to say the least. 4 basketball games. Set on his foot, act the other way. Everybody's trying to, with 21 seconds remaining, we have to shoot a 3 and make it.
Yes.
Necessarily don't have a choice. And it's just been that kind of game. Timeout. 19 seconds. We're going to foul. It's all about the free throw. Now this next one's going to be, they're going to get into the double bonus at 10, correct?
Correct.
So they're going to be able to shoot 2 no matter what.
So you got to straight Dennis Scott this thing and steal the inbounds pass.
All right there, North Carolina. There's not a lot of fans in this world that would know that one. That's good. I appreciate that. I had a nice little memory of middle school / junior high ball in my brain. Well, once again, it's been nice having everybody out here. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. This is NFSH Network. Great job from Woodland. Great job from Jonesboro. Overall-wise, it's been a fairly, not necessarily a sloppy game, just some, total turnovers for both teams.
Right now, Jonesboro only has 4 in the second half.
Okay.
And Woodland only has 2.
Yeah.
But Jonesboro can't throw it out the door.
No, they cannot make a shot to say anything.
And that wasn't the case in the third quarter. The fourth quarter, there's been a lid on the basket.
Yep. Well, and both teams have held the ball, so every point matters at this point.
Yep, there's not a.
Well, and the big switch, I will say, is when we went down and we were down by 2, and then the switch occurred. We didn't make our basket. And when you didn't make your basket, that kind of changes everything. 19 on the clock.
That, and we've been outscored from the free throw line.
And we knew it'd come down to free throws. Let's not foul him. Yep, Brandon with the foul.
Why not foul number 20?
I know. Maybe those are incorrect stats that I found. And then he's actually a 100% free throw shooter.
Well, he did make both free throws in the first half.
I know.
And they look good.
And he needs to make 1 out of 2 for this to be a game. He makes both of them. It's going to be hard to come out of. Well, I do appreciate everybody in the Jonesboro family being a part of it, especially the team up in Ohio. Stay warm. Enjoy the weather. Spring's coming soon, I promise. Whether we like it or not, it says it on the calendar. He missed that one. Good. Got to push. Got to push. Got to push, Dakota.
Shoot it.
Quinn, corner, good, off the mark. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you here. Jonesboro had a great season. Woodland, congratulations. You're heading over to the Elite 8. Congratulations. Jonesboro, we'll see you back in 2019, 2020. Going to have a great year. Y'all have a safe time. Enjoy yourselves. Be careful. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, any last words?
Enjoyed it tonight.
Yeah,
You're not bad luck. I knew it was going to be a good game. Number 7 versus number 8. Overall, state-wise, it was going to be a close 53-47 is your final here at Lovejoy High School. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats. We'll head out. Thanks so much. Be safe.